Hi everybody, it is Kate here and it is our Spotfire session for today. And today we're going to talk about how everybody needs a coach. And the reason we're going to be talking about that is because I am actually here in Sydney having lunch with my coach, Brett Hodges.
Hi everyone, how are you? We are here in the Tram Sheds, which is this really cool old industrial kind of place. And if there's one thing I love doing, it's coaching and having a bit of fun at the same time. So Kate and I are having a beautiful Turkish lunch. We're working on business and we're in this really cool place. So happy to be here talking to you today.
Fantastic. So here's our lunch. Make you hungry.
Show them the building.
And the building it's extraordinary here in the Tram Sheds. So it's really, really cool. And the reason why I'm trying to get us both in and struggling a little bit, the reason why we're talking about coaching is, apart from the fact that I am here with my coach, is that professionals need coaches. And I'm very, very grateful to Brett and the time that I get to spend with him to be able to get things out of my brain and to get a second opinion and to get some advice and to talk through issues and a whole range of different things, because I think that when we are, particularly if we're in business or if we're in a leadership role, we're often by ourselves and we don't always have the opportunity to check in with somebody else and to get some sage advice, and it can be really, really lonely. So sometimes it's really important to be able to find somebody that you trust to share that information with, and it's safe and you can get some clarity and you can test ideas, or this is how I'd like to approach this issue.
And you know who I was thinking about with this? On the weekend, yesterday, Ash Barty, the tennis, she won like off the scale thing. Like she won the biggest prize. And you can bet that at some point she had no self-belief in that. There is someone, and I'm betting it's her coach, who supported her through that, who said you can do this, who helped her see what she couldn't see, who helped her believe what she maybe found it hard to believe, and to bring expertise, bring the right people into her world at the right time. And now here she is, having achieved it. It's a team effort, you know. Like Ash is obviously the one out there swinging the racket, but her coach would have been behind the scenes really helping her. And I think that's the thing. If you're an amateur tennis player, there's no way you'd think, I want a coach. But as soon as you take it seriously, you just wouldn't be without a coach. And in business, I think, and anyone who's trying to achieve anything with their career or in business, if you're not getting that outside perspective from someone, a paid coach, mates don't do this, they're not good at it. Friends aren't great at it because they're a little bit biased. A professional coach has a framework for bringing insight to what you're doing, and Ash Barty would have had that exactly. My question is, if you're really taking your career and your business seriously, who are you getting your advice from? Because you're getting it from someone. Is it the professional that connects with you, that knows where you want to go and is behind you all the way, or is it a well-meaning friend who really doesn't quite know how to help you properly?
Very, very, very sage advice and wise words. And I think that's absolutely a bit wobbly here. I think that's spot on. I think that getting some sage advice, having somebody who's going to be generous and kind. Having a coach doesn't mean they're going to tell you things. We're
not all mean.
We're not mean.
We just want the best for you.
It's just sometimes you've got to be able to hear some information that maybe other people will struggle to tell you, or who you can't hear. Often people have said to me, they've given me advice, but I don't hear it. But then suddenly somebody like Brett or somebody outside my sphere of circles and family will give me information, and I can hear it because I trust that. We just get used to hearing the voices of our friends and family, and it becomes sort of like routine. Sometimes you need that outsider to be able to look in
and to pick up on that. I think people often think of a coach as being someone who scolds you, tells you what you're doing wrong. And I think that's often because as kids in sport we had a coach that does that sort of stuff. My wife was saying to me just on the weekend, she said, "You're so lucky because so many people tell you what a good job you do, and that's a lovely thing. But part of my job as a coach is to remind Kate of what she's exceptional at.
Yeah.
Because, and to remind her why that's important and where that fits in the whole scheme of things. So in fact, a lot of the feedback that we're giving our clients is reminding them of what they do really well.
Yeah.
Because I'm betting you don't think every day, oh, I did that so well. You're
And that.
So it's not always mean coach. In fact, I would say it's 90% you've got this coach, you know, reminding you of what you're good at.
I don't think you've ever been a mean coach.
It's not in me.
It's
It's
never been mean, but what I've been able to do is when I've been really doubting myself, and I've had that recently, like we've been sitting here talking about it, I've been able to get that off my chest and talk through it and get some clarity and a better perspective about what's really going on, because I can punish myself better than anybody I know.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
to have somebody else sound that out and to give me some feedback that's grounded and not off with the fairies really is helpful. Anyway, that's where we'll leave it today, but I really do strongly encourage people, if you're in business or if you're really serious about your career as a leader and you want to proceed up the chain and to feel really confident as a leader and to have somebody that you really trust to talk to, I'd strongly encourage you to get a coach.
Let me suggest get this coach. She's very, very good with leadership.
Very good. Thank you so much, Brett. All right. Well, look, have a good one, everybody, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye.